Hello, and welcome to episode 46 of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Heaven's Ward. So, in the last episode we had, well, quite an episode to be honest, with some friendly fighting with the Eorzean Alliance, and yeah, had a good time. And we also had an incident over here. And yeah, we are going to continue that storyline, so let's talk to Alpha Node here and see what's going on. When I said I wished to speak with you after the conference, I confess I envisioned rather happier circumstances. If anything, however, this latest tragedy makes the need more pressing. There are things I must say. Not to the Warrior of Light or even my fellow Scion, but to you, Geoffrey, my friend. But not here, no. But of course, the intercessory in Camp Dragonhead is still open to us. Let's go there. Oh, over there. Go, and let's go inside.
Forgive me, that took longer than expected. You seem puzzled. Oh, these. I thought something warming might not go amiss. It was not all that long ago that we sat here, you and I, in our very own falling snows, as Lord Horshvon called it. I still struggle to believe he is gone. And Azelle too. I had such hopes for her. Master Matoya asked me what it was all for. Why we fight. And why we die. Were I still commander of the Braves, I would doubtless have replied, for the future of Eorzea. But I'm not that man. Not anymore. I needed a new answer. One that I could live with. And when I saw Estinian at the ceremony, I knew at last what it was. I do not want to be a man who sacrifices his friends and family for a cause. I want to fight for Estinian, and I want to save him. When Nidhogg leads the Horde into battle, Ser Emmerich and his forces will do what they believe must be done. That is their choice to make. Yet even if Ser Emmerich is willing to forsake Estinian, I am not. We must fight for him, for he is our friend and ally. We may struggle, we may fail, but we must try. We will. I know we will.
All right. Thank you, Geoffrey. It is unfair of me to unburden myself in this manner. Time after time, but I'm glad that you permit me nonetheless. You are my true friend and ally. But not all of our fellow Scions will support our stance on Instinian. I have faith that we will win them over in due course. Such is the infectious power of hope. Right. That is quite enough solemn introspection. Okay? For one day. I think we would both benefit from some time in the company of Tataru. She stays for us at Fort Thames Manor. Let us not keep her waiting any longer. This is interesting. Have I been kicked out of No, I'm still a part of the free company. Oh wow. Well, this is they gave me leadership. Okay. I guess I have my own FC now. Interesting. Alright. If that's the case, feel free to come to Raiden. That's where I'm playing. It is on the EU servers. And yeah, if you wish to join my free company, feel free to do so. Just send me a message in game and I'll get it sorted for you. Yet again, we walk an all too familiar path. I'm reminded of when we first came to this manor. Lost and uncertain, we were granted succor in our hour of need. We were saved, and now it is our turn to return the favor. Hear, hear. Let no one say that the Scions do not repay their debts. After all, what kind of people would we be if we forsake our friends? If we stopped looking for Yuda and Papalimo, or if we gave up hope of bringing Minfilia back? But she knew it would cost her dearly. Minfilia reached out to us to deliver a message. She believed it was imperative that we understand the true nature of this star, of the rift between Zodiac and the Hydaelyn, and of the Asian's aspirations. But for all that has been revealed, I cannot shake the suspicion that there is much we have yet to learn. In any event, I think it time we step back from the fray and carefully consider our next course of action. It will not be easy to turn this tragedy to triumph, but we will find a way. We will. Right, let's see what we got here. Hellfire armor of fending. Striking. Scouting. Okay, so fending is the one I want. You have learned the emote battle stance.
Of all the ways for it to end. Even before his transformation, I could feel the worm's hatred swirling about Estinian. The terrible, all-consuming rage. Enough to fuel a 1,000-year quest for vengeance. It was all I could do not to run away screaming. But Ishgardians, nay, all Eorzeans, are made of sterner stuff. They face danger and death on a daily basis, and understand what it takes to win a war.
Think not too deeply on Master Matoya's words. Her intent was but to steal our resolve. That, and to remind us to look beyond these passing conflicts to trials greater still, to the truth which hides at the heart of this world.
So that's your aim, is it?
You disapprove?
Not at all. I believe it's traditional for the student to follow in the footsteps of the master. And you are so very alike.
Change. That great inexorable wave was upon us, and soon all of Ishgard would bend to its will. For all our sins, for all our scars, the future for which we had long yearned was at last within our grasp. But it would be bought at a heavy price. For in those twilight hours did Nidhogg cry out for vengeance, and his brethren raise their voices for the final chorus of the Dragon Song War.
Caution, Yuda. That is all I ask. Do not be so eager to place your faith in them. Not until we know more. Alright. See what we got here. Anything useful. I feel like that looks better on a lady. So let's do this. There you are. All right. Let's go and fix our armor here. Oh. Is there no one to actually repair my armor here? There it is. Repair gear. All right. Oh. I need a few of these first. Head, body, and hands. Let's see here. So head I fixed. Body. And hands. There we go. There we go. All done. And before we do main hand and off hand, and there should be a shield. There you are. Yes. All right. Where are we going? Up here. Last vigil. Ah, Master Richardson. It is well that you are here. You are wanted within. I believe Master Alphenode wishes a word with you. Right? Ah, Joffrey. There you are. Have you a moment? There is something I would fain discuss. I must ask you to recall the event which unfolded at the peace conference. Thought I dare say you would sooner forget them. My mind returns again and again to the moment when Nidhogg appeared before the crowd in the guise of Estinian. It was a sight to chill the soul, but one which gave me reason to hope that our friend might not be beyond salvation. When you described his fateful transformation at Asisla, I feared him lost forever. But the mere fact that some semblance of his former self endured must surely count for something. Alas, I have no evidence to support this impression. Smells like someone is having a barbecue outside. Thus, did I turn to Jostola and Kryl for more empirical appraisal. And full glad am I did that. Glad am I did that I did. For it would seem they have some observations of their own to share. The ladies have saved us a table at the Forgotten Night. Shall we go? Yes, please make this voice so I don't need to read all of it. Excellent. Let us not keep our honored colleagues waiting. Oy. Forgotten Light. Here we go.
We have kept you waiting over long, I fear.
Not to worry, Alphino. We had some rather fine mulled wine to keep us company. Truth be told, you could have delayed your arrival a few moments more.
Gibrion got the spicing just right this time. His latest batch is not only delicious and warming, but soothing to the humours.
Indeed. But 'twas not to soothe our humours that we gathered here.
Ah, no, quite right. The matter of that poor dragoon.
You have discovered something. A means to save him?
Let us not jump to conclusions, shall we? Assess the facts presented, then make an educated analysis, as you were taught.
Oh.
Pray, cast your mind back to the moment of Estinian's transformation. Do you recall how you described it to us? You spoke of the sudden pangs which racked his body when he took up both of Nidhogg's eyes, and of how his form was twisted thereafter into a shadowy semblance of the Great Worm.
When he appeared at Falcon's Nest, the worm's eyes were fused to his mail.
Would that only his armor had been corrupted. Snaking forth from the eyes, I descried dark tendrils which entangled his very being. His ether has been all but smothered.
Then he is lost to us forever?
What did I just say about jumping to conclusions? Y'shtola clearly stated all but smothered. As I later discovered, her impression matched my own. Though Nidhogg's presence filled my mind's eye, beneath his seething aura, I sensed the merest hint of something else. And after listening to Y'shtola's observations, I became more certain of my suspicion that the something else I'd sensed was, in fact, the trace of a different will, submerged in the sea of Nidhogg's rage.
You mean...
Yes, 'tis like that Estinian spirit yet lingers.
Can we not wrest him from Nidhogg's grasp, then? Tear the eyes from the armor?
We know not if that would serve to separate Worm's soul from man's. None have ever attempted such a feat.
Should it offer even the faintest hope of success, then by the gods, I shall be the first to try.
Alphino. By all means, hold fast to your hope, but be mindful of the dangers. Even should you succeed in excising the eyes from the dragoon's mail, we have no way of knowing if your friend's soul would survive so violent a separation. And that is to say nothing of the possibility that his would-be savior might become Nidhogg's next host.
But what other choice remains to us? Should the opportunity present itself, I will tear those foul orbs from Estinian's armor and trust in the resilience of his soul, even at the risk of mine own.
Ah! I found you at last! A messenger of the Temple Knights came to the manor some few hours past. The Lord Commander humbly requests the company of the Warrior of Light and Master Alphino.
Sir Emmerich would speak with us. Very well, thank you, Onawa.
"'Twould seem duty calls. Pray see to yours, and we shall return to ours."
Thank you, Y'shtola, Kryl. Your words have given me hope where there was none. Come then. Sir Emmerich awaits.
Alphino is allowing his feelings for this dragoon to cloud his thoughts. I worry he may do something rash. Keep an eye on him, would you?
They think more of their friends' deliverance than their foes' defeat. But will history commend their fealty or condemn their folly?
The conference held at Falcon's Nest was to be a celebration of the reconciliation twixt man and dragon. But the lingering shade of Nidhogg, clad in the flesh of the Azure Dragoon, did mark the occasion by spilling the blood of his own kind. A timely atrocity to remind the children of Ishgard that the Dragonsong War was far from over. And when fear gave way to fury, the call to arms rang out anew. Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Alright, so let's start by talking to Alphino here. I'm not sure if it's just my imagination, but it feels like Alphino has become slightly taller. What news has Sir Emmerich to share with us, I wonder? So let's see, aiming, healing, and casting. Might Sir Emmerich perchance have received word of a Dravonian advance? Or mayhap they have located SD. That is to say, mayhap Nidhogg has been found. Come, I would hear what the Lord Commander has to say.
My friends, I thank you for coming.
You have had news of Nidhogg?
Alas not. Our scouts range far and wide, but they have as yet found no trace of the Great Worm.
We dispatched an elite unit of dragoons to reconnoiter the churning mists, but even they returned empty-handed.
A pity.
Fear not, Alphino. We shall see the worm again soon enough. His words at Falcon's Nest attest to that. Indeed, he is like to come sooner than we would wish.
I assume Ishgard's defenses are being bolstered as we speak?
With all haste. I mean to call upon every able-bodied warrior at our disposal, from the knights of the Four Houses to the men and women of the Watch. But I did not summon you to discuss strategy.
What then would you have of us, my lord?
I will speak plain. Now that Nidhogg is possessed of both of his eyes, no mortal force we can muster will repel him. That being the case, we must needs recruit an ally of equal strength.
You speak of Hraesvelgr?
I do. To whom else could we turn?
That he is Nidhogg's equal I do not deny, nor can I name another. But convincing the reclusive creature to do battle with his own brood brother will be... how shall I put this?
It will be no small undertaking, yes. Estinian's report was most particular about Hraesvelgr's unwillingness to involve himself in the affairs of men. But much has changed since your visit to Somal, and if there is even a chance that the dragon may be swayed, I must plead our case. Whatever price the dragon asks of me, I shall pay it. Such was my oath, to defend the people of Ishgard. Come what may, my friends, the battle with Nidhogg will mark the end of my tenure as the acting head of church and state. Will you help me discharge this final duty?
We will, my lord, though I fear our involvement offers no guarantee of success. Come then, we will depart at your leisure.
Thank you. Both of you. The city is yours, First Commander.
My lord, we shall pray for your swift return.
It grieves me to impose upon you in this manner, but you of all people understand the threat we now face. It is no imposition, Sir Emeric. To Joffrey and I, Ishgard is a second home. After the many battles we have fought and the bonds we have forged, the plight of your nation has become our own. If there is aught that we can do to aid in its salvation, then pray impose all you must. You are a true friend. You are true friends. Shall we be about our task then? We have no way of knowing when Nidhogg shade will strike, but we must assume that time is not on our ally. Indeed. With that in mind, I have taken the liberty of dispatching a messenger to inform Mistress Tatori that you will be escorting me to Somal. I confess I did not provide exact details of our destination, as they are as yet unknown to me. We will summon Hraesvelgr at Zenith in the Churning Mists. Here we begin our ascent. However, I think it best that we pay a visit to Annick's shrine. You seek an advantage in the coming negotiations? I do. I would consult with Nofnir. I propose this in part out of concern for her condition. Were she to succumb to her wounds, it would have great consequences for our alliance. That apart, she may be able to provide insight into her sire's current state of mind. Well reasoned. To the Dravonian forelands then. Alright. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, feel free to hit the like button. And if you're new here, first of all, welcome. And if you enjoy my content, then feel free to hit the subscribe button together with the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my episodes. I will be back again tomorrow, and until then, stay safe out there.